Hello, prospective viewers. Okay, so it's been a while. I think we all know about it. It's been about more than a month and 40 days to be very specific since I posted a video. It's slightly challenging to find new ideas always, so which is also why I've not been able to upload something new. My work YouTube is doing really well, so my personal channel was totally lacking something. So I decided, I started this channel for talking about books, so this video will totally be about that because I want to restart stuff. Let's see how that goes. So yes, in this video I'll be talking about books mainly. I bought a lot of new books. Some I've lent to some people at work, and some I have right now, which I'll be talking about in this video. And I'll also be talking about the book that I'm reading right now. So let's get started. Okay, so before we get started, I just want to say one thing. All my previous videos were scripted, so it had a script that I could follow, so I could organize my thoughts when I had the opportunity to prepare a script. So right now I didn't have the opportunity to prepare a script, so I'm literally talking as I'm speaking. So if I do a lot of strange noises or if I'm looking into weird directions, it's because of that. So to talk about the new books that I got, okay, so I got about 10 books or something like that, out of which 4 I actually lent it to somebody else at work. So I have 6 right here, which I'm just going to show you what it is. So the first one is Educational Idealist by a memoir by Samantha Power. I've not read too many memoirs before. The one that I read, the first one was Tara Westover. Brilliant book. Please read it if you haven't already. The next one is Hacking Darwin, which basically is genes and technology, and I think it's going to be an amalgam. That is, once they bring the two in, how things are going to change going forward. So that is one more thing which I'm very interested to read. Jerusalem. So this book, great history, very great history. It also talks about the Israel-Palestine conflict. I don't know anything about it, so this book might be an opportunity for me to learn something about it. So that's that. Next one is another climate change book called How to Avoid a Climate Disaster. So this is from Bill Gates. We all know he's been associated with the Bill and Melinda Gates Association, and right now I think he's on news for a very different reason, for personal reasons. But this book, it came out in March, and very, very excited to read it. I'll be talking about it going forward. So definitely I'll be talking about it one day. And apart from that, I also have Beginning of Infinity. So David Deutsch, I learned about David Deutsch from Naval, who was on Joe Rogan, and he spoke about David Deutsch. And I've seen some of his YouTube videos, totally convincing, a brilliant mind, one of the top minds right now in the world. And I will let you know about this book, but this book has a lot of great reviews, like really people loved it. So that's also one of the reasons why I want to check it out. So yes, so this is one of the books I'm going to be reading. And one more on climate change, but it is kind of old. It's about 5 years old. It's called Sixth Extinction, and it won a Pulitzer Prize for a language. So I got it mainly for that, but I also want to see what Elizabeth Kolber talks about climate change, because it's a topic in vogue right now. It's actually happening right now. So I know some people believe in it, some people don't believe in it, but it's always interesting to get a new perspective, right, as to how this specific person sees this topic. So these are the new books that I got recently, but the point of this video is not just this, but there's one more book that I'm reading right now. It's called Physics of Climate Change by Lawrence. So this book is this topic from a physicist's point of view. So what he thinks and what is the science behind it. So the deal is, so far I think I finished 100 pages of the book. So far it's very, very interesting, very, very compelling, because it gives a completely new, a fresh perspective into what. All of the climate change books, the 13 that I've read so far, from This Changes Everything of Naomi Klein, and I think Inhabitable by David Wallace. All these books talk about the damage and what we should be doing going forward. And there's also another book called Short Circuiting Policy by, I forgot the person's name, which again talks about the politics and all of that. So most of the other books are about the damages and the politics involved in this whole climate change topic. But Lawrence here talks about this book is only about 200 pages, but he's straight up to the point. He's like, hey guys, we have Earth's surface, the atmosphere, and what happens after that. So basically, sun's rays, it comes through the atmosphere hits the Earth's surface and goes back. The deal is how much of the sun rays is reflected back into outer space, and we have atmosphere which absorbs a lot of that. So in this book he talks about the science and the math behind that. So this is very important, because I think the amount of carbon dioxide we had before industrialization and after that, after this whole industrialization happened, there's a huge difference. How much of the damage humans are contributing through industrialization as opposed to what the carbon level was before that. So can climate change actually be a cycle that Earth goes through every 250 million years? That's one very intriguing question. This is a concept because Jupiter has storms, tornadoes and storms going on all the time. I think it's specific to that specific planet. It's a gas planet. We all know that there are certain idiosyncrasies with each planet. Each planet has its own quirks. So the question is climate change like a thing that happens every 250 million years to Earth, specifically because we live here? So that's a very important question that he is also talking about, apart from the many other math and science that he talks about. So this is very, very interesting, and if somebody is looking for a climate change book, I would totally recommend this because so far it's super compelling. It's most importantly, it's straight to the point, simple science. The numbers are pretty hard, but the most important thing is he talks what you want to know about it. In the context of climate change, this definitely goes as one of the most important books there in terms of really talking about the simple stuff, not the hardcore stuff, just the simple stuff of what we need to know and what we need to understand in terms of what the whole climate change as a concept is all about and what's really happening. So from that angle, yes. So I think, yeah, so that's basically what I have for this video. And if you, by the way, before I end this video, I just want to say one thing. So you probably saw all the books that I spoke about. So if you've already read those books, or if you read one of it or all of it, please let me know in the comment section how you found any of those books, because I always love to learn new perspectives and how people think about this, because everybody has a different perspective when it comes to a specific topic. For example, the climate change example that I gave, all the 14 authors that I read, most of them spoke about devastation and all of that, but this is the only author that spoke about something completely off. So he added a completely radical perspective, and it's super straight to the point. There's no devastation and all that going on here. He's talking straight up about carbon dioxide, the atmosphere, and what keeps Earth warm, and so on and so forth. So that's a completely different perspective as compared to others. So that's why I want to know what you guys think about it. So please let me know in the comment section if you did find this, if you're still watching this video till now. And it's downtown, right? I mean, it's a Saturday, and I'm supposed to sort of go out for some fresh air. I'm going to try to do that. And yes, so this is the book that I'm reading right now. It's very interesting. Please check it out if you haven't already. And again, if you've already read the books, any of them, or if you're just checking out new stuff, you're looking for new recommendations, these are some of it. So yep, bye bye. See you soon. Bye bye.